Welcome to another episode of HTM on the Line. I'm your host, Bryant Hawkins Sr., and today I want to talk about something very close to my heart, mentorship. Mentorship isn't just a buzzword or something to check off a list. For me, it's personal. I remember starting out in this industry, young, eager, but also unsure of what the future held. It was the guidance of mentors who believed in me that helped me find my footing. And now, as I look around, I see a tremendous opportunity for us to step up as mentors to shape the next generation of HTM professionals. This isn't just about skills, it's about legacy. But before we dive into today's conversation, take a moment to hear a quick message from our sponsor. They're the ones who help make this podcast possible. So be sure to listen in and support them.
Today's podcast is brought to you by FSI. Optimize your hospital's facilities and healthcare technology management operations with FSI's CMMS platform. Their comprehensive, cloud-based maintenance management software is standardized, scalable, and designed to empower your team with accurate, practical, and impactful data. Now, let's jump into this week's podcast.
Mentorship in the HTM industry isn't just about passing on skills. It's about building people. It's about shaping the future of this field and leaving it better than we found it. Let me tell you something. When a seasoned professional invests in the next generation, they're not just teaching someone how to fix a machine or check a manual. No, they're handing over something much bigger. They're giving someone the confidence to stand tall, the direction to move forward, and most importantly, the belief that their work has a purpose. Think about it. In HTM, the stakes couldn't be higher. We're not just working with equipment, we're working with lives. When a patient is waiting on that ventilator or that CT, there's no room for self-doubt or hesitation. And that's where mentorship comes in. A mentor doesn't just show you the how, they remind you of the why. They help you see that you're not just repairing machines, you're playing a part in saving lives. That kind of clarity, that kind of purpose, it can change everything. I've seen mentorship save careers. I've seen it take someone who was ready to give up and turn them into a leader. Because here's the thing, this industry can chew you up if you're not ready for the weight of it. The long hours, the high stakes, the constant need to stay sharp. It's a lot. But when you have someone in your corner, someone who's been where you're standing and says, "You've got this," that can be the difference between someone walking away and someone stepping up. Mentors don't just guide you, they equip you. They give you the tools to see the bigger picture, to understand that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. And when you grow, you don't just elevate yourself, you elevate the entire industry. Because the truth is, this isn't just about fixing equipment. It's about fixing mindsets, fixing confidence, fixing belief systems. It's about turning doubt into determination and inexperience into expertise. And here's the beauty of mentorship. It's not a one-time thing. It's a ripple effect. When you mentor someone, you're not just investing in their career, you're investing in the people they'll mentor one day. You're creating a legacy that will outlast any single piece of equipment or project. In HTM, mentorship isn't optional. It's the foundation of everything we do. It's how we make sure that the lessons we've learned, the values we hold, and the purpose that drives us are passed on to the next generation. So don't just think about what you can do today. Think about who you can impact. Because the real measure of success isn't what you accomplish on your own, it's the lives you change along the way. That's mentorship, and that's what matters. Let's address the elephant in the room. So many people hesitate to become mentors because they think, I'm not qualified. I don't know enough. I don't have the time. But let me tell you something. The belief that you need all the answers is the first myth we need to destroy. Mentorship isn't about perfection. It's about connection. It's about being willing to show up, to stand shoulder to shoulder with someone who's looking for direction, and to say, I don't have all the answers, but I'll walk with you. You don't need to have a roadmap. You just need to share the steps you've taken already. Because to someone who's just starting out, those steps are priceless. And let's be real, none of us got here alone. Every single one of us has benefited from someone else's guidance, whether it was formal or not. Maybe it was a boss who believed in us, a friend who gave us perspective, or even a mistake that became our teacher. The point is, we all have something to give. The question isn't whether you're qualified, it's whether you're willing. And for those looking for mentors, I get it. It can feel intimidating. You might wonder, what if they say no? What if they think I'm not worth their time? But here's the truth. Mentors are people just like you. They've been where you are. They've felt the uncertainty, the doubt, the fear of failure. And more often than not, they're flattered when someone values their experience enough to say, I want to learn from you. Mentorship is not about hierarchy. It's about humanity. It's about creating a space where experience meets potential, where someone says, I see you, I hear you, and I'm here to help. It's not about giving every answer. It's about helping someone find their own. And let's be honest, mentorship goes both ways. When you step up to guide someone, you'll be surprised at what you gain. Their questions challenge your perspective. Their energy reignites your own. Their journey reminds you why you started in the first place. It's not a transaction, it's a transformation. So if you're hesitating, thinking you're not ready to mentor, let me leave you with this. The moment you decide to show up for someone, you're qualified. And if you're searching for a mentor, don't let fear hold you back. Because reaching out isn't a sign of weakness, it's a declaration of your commitment to grow. Mentorship isn't about having all the answers. It's about walking beside someone as they find their own. And in that journey, you both become stronger. For mentors, listen, I need you to hear me on this. Mentorship doesn't have to be this huge formal thing. You don't have to start some grand program or block out hours of your day. No, mentorship starts small. It's in the conversations you have in the hallway. It's in the moment you pause and say, let me help you with that. Or, here's what I've learned. Never underestimate the impact of those small moments. Because for someone who's new to this, those moments, they're monumental. They're game-changing. And here's the deal. Don't be afraid to be real. Stop trying to be perfect. The people you're mentoring don't need a superhero. They need someone who's been through the fire. Share your failures. Talk about the times you didn't know what to do, but you figured it out. Because people learn just as much, if not more, from what didn't work. When you're real, you're relatable. And when you're relatable, you're teaching them something that no book, no manual, no YouTube video could ever provide. The next generation of HTM professionals doesn't just need your knowledge, they need your transparency, your honesty, and your willingness to say, I've been where you are, and here's how I got through it. That's where the greatness happens. For mentees. Now, for those of you looking for a mentor, let me tell you something. Don't wait. Don't sit there waiting for someone to come to you. If you're serious about leveling up in this industry, you've got to be proactive. You've got to take that first step. Walk up to that experienced professional and say, I admire what you've done. Can I learn from you? Let me tell you what happens when you do that. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. Why? Because they've been where you are. They know how it feels to want more, to need guidance, and they'll respect the fact that you had the courage to ask. But here's the catch. Respect their time. Come prepared. Don't just ask for vague advice. Show up with specific questions, clear goals, and a hunger to learn. Mentorship is not a one-way street. It's a partnership. And if you're not ready to put in the work, you're not ready to grow. So what's it going to be? Are you going to sit back and wait, or are you going to step up and create the opportunities you need? Whether you're a mentor or a mentee, the ball is in your court. Let's get to work. The future of this industry depends on it. Every single one of us is here because someone else paved the way. Someone else took the time to share their knowledge, to guide us through challenges, to show us what's possible. Mentorship is the bridge between where we've been and where we're going. It's the way we take the lessons we've learned, the values we've cultivated, and ensure they don't just stay with us. They grow, multiply, and inspire the next generation. In the HTM industry, mentorship isn't optional. It's essential. Think about it. This field isn't just about machines, tools, or repairs. It's about people. It's about ensuring that healthcare facilities run smoothly so patients get the care they need. It's about being the unsung heroes behind the scenes. But without mentorship, we risk losing something priceless. The heart, the passion, and the expertise that makes this industry extraordinary. The reality is this: the HTM industry is evolving at lightning speed. Technology is advancing, roles are shifting, and the demand for fresh, skilled talent is greater than ever. But here's the challenge. If we don't step up and mentor the next generation, who will? If we don't take the time to invest in the future, we risk leaving behind a field that's fractured, struggling to keep up, and missing its soul. When you mentor someone, you're planting seeds of possibility. You're saying, here's what I've learned, now take it, build on it, and make it better. You're empowering someone to not just survive in this industry, but thrive in it. And here's the beautiful thing. Those seeds you plant, they don't just grow, they create a forest. They create a ripple effect that touches lives you'll never even meet. But let me be clear, mentorship isn't about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers. It's about showing up. It's about saying, I care enough to help you find your way. And when you do that, you're not just changing one life, you're shaping the future of an entire industry. This is your opportunity. This is your moment to step into leadership, to create a legacy that lasts long after you've moved on. Mentorship isn't just something you do, it's something you live. It's how you ensure that what's best about this industry, its commitment, its integrity, its dedication to excellence, continues to thrive. So I challenge you today. Don't let your knowledge, your experience, or your passion stop with you. Share it, pass it on, because when you do, you're not mentoring someone. You're transforming the future of HTM. And that's the kind of legacy worth building. Every one of us has been shaped by someone who took the time to guide us, inspire us, and believe in us when we didn't yet believe in ourselves. So here's my challenge for you today. Think about your journey. Who was it that made the difference for you? Who was the mentor that helped you take the next step? And have you taken the time to thank them? For me, two people stand out, even though I had many mentors. The first is Clarence Dolise, who was there for me during one of the hardest times in my life, when I was seriously contemplating leaving the HTM industry. He didn't let me quit. He reminded me why I started, why this work matters, and he gave me the strength to keep going. I wouldn't be here today without his guidance. The second is Edward Lister, a retired Navy SEAL, who showed me the way when I didn't even realize I needed it. I was just a 19-year-old biomed intern, unsure of my place, and he stepped in and gave me direction. He taught me the discipline, the mindset, and the focus that shaped not just my career, but my character. Gratitude is powerful, but it's not enough on its own. The real question is, what are you going to do with the opportunities you've been given? Who can you mentor? Who can you invest in to ensure the lessons you've learned don't stop with you? Because mentorship isn't just a transaction, it's the foundation of growth for both the individual and the industry. If you're ready to step up, start today. Don't overthink it. Mentorship doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Reach out to a colleague, a student, or someone new to the field. Offer your time, your insight, and your encouragement, because that's all it takes to change someone's path. And if you're looking for a mentor, let me tell you this. Don't be afraid to ask. Asking for guidance isn't a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of your commitment to growth. Mentors aren't looking for perfect mentees. They're looking for people who are willing to learn, who are hungry to improve, and who respect the process. Mentorship is how we grow. It's how we ensure that what we've built continues to thrive long after we're gone. And it's not just about helping the next generation. It's about making the whole industry stronger. So whether you're giving guidance or seeking it, start today. Because when we lift others, we all rise. And Clarence, Edward, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your impact on my life goes far beyond words, and I'm honored to carry the lessons you taught me forward. Thank you for tuning in to HTM on the Line. Mentorship isn't just a task, it's the heartbeat of our community. It's how we grow, how we inspire, and how we lead this industry better than we found it. Let's make it a priority to lift others as we climb, to share what we know, and to guide those who will carry the torch forward. If you've got a mentorship story, whether you've been a mentor, a mentee, or both, I'd love to hear it. Reach out, share your journey, and let's keep building this conversation together. I'm Brian Hawkins Sr., and this is HTM on the Line. Until next time, stay motivated, stay committed, and let's continue to elevate HTM, because the future depends on what we do today.